I'm looking for another larva today, but not in the stem of creeping thistle, as in the case of Agapanthia scutellana a couple of videos ago. This is a non-Lepidopterous larva, and you can find it by cutting the stems of this stuff off at the base. This is hemlock. Quite safe to handle hemlock this time of year. It's completely dead. And the larva that I'm looking for is of one of our most commonest and yet strikingly beautiful longhorn beetles. Now, it's a very nice day. There's actually a little hint of warmth in the sunshine today, although it is quite breezy on occasions. But it's the ideal opportunity to look for the larva of this spectacular longhorn. And in order to find it, you need to first locate this stuff, which is hemlock. This time of year is a dry, greyish, straw-coloured, erect stem. Although depending on the severity of the weather and if you've had any snow in your particular area, the stems might be flat to the ground now. But this time of year, even though it's dry and dead, it's still quite a tough stem. It's far tougher than creeping thistle. But what you need in your quest to help will be a trusty penknife. And you need to cut the stems off at ground level, right as far near to the ground as possible. And then it's the same principle as looking for the larva of Agapanthia scutellana, which we did the other day on this channel. You start at the bottom and you splice your way up the stem. It helps if you can just sort of cut into that stem a little bit, and then you work your way up looking for signs of the interior of that stem not to be in this colour. This is a nice clean straw colour. You want it to be a bit sort of dirty and grey with some flecks of dark brown droppings in it. This stem, I can tell you, is unoccupied, so we'll try another. Now, it helps when looking for this species to know that said species occurs, and I haven't said the species yet, but it is Agapanthia viridescens. The larva is about 2 inches long, and this time of year is fully fed and will be located right at the base of the stems. That's why you need to cut as low as possible. There's no outward sign on these stems of any occupant, and indeed in this one there is no occupant. I'll just take the top off there, work my way up, and this stem is as clean as a whistle. Now I've got success in this stem on cutting the stem off at the bottom here and then splitting the stem up to expose the inside. I was met with this, and this is the sign that you're looking for. This is frass left over from the larva, so I know that there is an occupant somewhere in this stem. So now it's a case of working my way up, and I continue to split the stem open until just at the top where I've opened it to, you can just see the head of the larva. It is just retreating. So I'll expose that larva a little bit and we can have a look. Alright, so if I just lift this up and we'll expose the larva. There it is. Quite an unusual larva, this. Similar to most longhorn beetles. There's no prolegs at the rear, and what forelegs there are a little more than bristles from what I can see with my bad eyes, but It is quite lively, and they are able to swiftly move up or down the stem. This one is getting on towards about 2 inches, so we're looking at about 5 centimetres fully grown, and this one is virtually fully grown. They don't eat, in my experience, after the winter months. It's just a case of remaining as a larva till the weather warms up, and then pupation occurs within the stem. But despite not having any obvious legs, these are quite able to move up and down the stems quite easily and with little effort. They're quite a nice cream colour, and the head and the thoracic plate are both a dark brown. So that is the larva of Agapanthia velociviridescens, a quite beautiful longhorn. It's rather neglected because it's common. If it was a rare species, coleopterists would be going mad for it. But this is something that you can go out and look for. It is easiest to find if you know where the beetle occurs. That's where you should always start your search.